Welcome back everybody to NikiballOne and to Space Engine News. Today I have a new ship for you. It's called Freighter TURING and it's created by Dorp2793. Here we have now the ship. It's a great ship, it's a special ship. I'm gonna show you now the outside of the ship and also the special things about it. So now to the ship. First I'm gonna show you the outside and just some things. As you can see, it looks a little bit different than a normal spaceship because it's different. You don't say. It has down a cargo, and if you would fly cargo from a planet to a station or so, this is one of the best ships that I ever have seen for that purpose, because you can detach down here the cargo, put it on the ground and hook it to a ground station. Then later on, if it's full, you can just take it and lift it up into the ship and transport it to a space station or something else or another ship. It's very great. As you can see down here, we have also another connection. We can, in the front of here, I'm just gonna show you that now, we have here a small ship. I'm just gonna show you that in a moment. Just gonna fly first around, then I'm gonna show you to you. Also, something else here on the side, it does look a little bit different. We have here just some extra thrusters. Also, a little bit of a decoupler down here. So if you would fly to the planet, you can hook it up and then you don't need to run that big thrusters here on the side. You just can fly in a planet with that thrusters here, which is great. And if you're in space, you can just decouple it and fly without it and just leave it there where you left it. That's a great idea for that. Anyway, I'm just gonna fly a little bit around. On the back we have just some massive thrusters. It's also very fast in flying. Great. Up here it does look like a little bit of a spoiler, but I think it should be an antenna. And overall, looks great here with the round blocks like fuel tanks. Oh, fine. Great design overall, and yeah, just some other connections on the front. So you can dock also the big ship to a station down here. Great. Overall, very, very great. So now I'm gonna show you the things about it inside and all the ships that are also in the ship. So now here to the front. Just gonna open now the door. Just take a little bit, and now we have here also a hologram. Anyway, here we have now that little ship. It's just here in the front, stored, and as you can see, it does look different than a normal ship, because you have here on the front just some landing gears, because you can fly it out and dock it down here and move then the cargo in space around, which is a nice idea. So you just can decouple the cargo containers down here, dock here that small ship in, and fly to a spaceport also. It's a great idea. I haven't seen such an idea yet. Anyway, I'm just gonna continue now my tour in the ship. Just gonna close off the doors and leave it like that. Gonna close all the doors behind me. So here on the side you have just a little bit of a living area, and yeah, it's just really small, just with a control seat and a driver pod. On the other side here we can go through the door. We have here just the main oxygen tanks and servers for that ship. Also a little bit of window to the front hangar. Gonna close also everything here. And no, here's nothing. Well, I'm gonna go now. I'm just gonna go now up and show you the bridge area. So here we have a little bit of an overview to that front hangar with that small ship. Also on the other side we have here that atmospheric ship. It can fly in space. It's just only for the purpose to fly on the planet. It looks also interesting. I'm gonna show you that in a moment, but first of all we are gonna fly up here to the main bridge. Also here in the back we have another airlock, so we can go out in space, but I'm not gonna go there now. Here we have also a medical bay. great. Here we are now in the main control center, in the bridge area of the ship. It has so much space in here. It's great. Also, we can look down here to the front hangar and also a little bit into the front hangar. So we have many LCDs all around. Here is the main captain chair, also for the crew another chair on the side. It's great. After all, on the front we have a massive glass panel so we can see out and see the planet. I'm gonna go now a little bit around, show you now just the other things. That's pretty much it off the bridge, and I'm gonna go now to the main middle hangar. I'm now here down again. Just gonna go now through the doors here to the main little ship in the middle of the big ship. So this is here the ship. It does look so different from all the other things that I have seen yet. The design of the ship does look fine. It's very interesting build with the tie. It's just really tall. And here on the side, just a little bit on the side with some Gatling guns. And as you can see, it's only the purpose to fly into an atmospheric area, like on a planet or so. But fine. Overall, the hangar design, it's great. With all the connections, the lights, great. Really, really great. And as you can see, the ship is, I'm just gonna fly, is just hanging up here, so you can decouple it and fly it out into the area where you need that ship. I'm gonna continue on to the back side. So now we are here in a moment to the engine room of the ship. Here on the side we have just another airlock so we can go out in space. Here is now the main engine room, and as you can see, it's great. We have so many things here around, but it fits all nice together in that little space. Also have to say the ship does look from the inside much bigger than from the outside. Great. And with the lightning, it's really, really fine. On the back we can go also, but this is another airlock, so we can go now out in space again. Here we are now at the back thrusters of the ship and also some fuel tanks of the ship. Overall, it does look fine. Gonna close now everything off again. And I think this is pretty much it off the ship. There is nothing more to show to you. I think I have shown it now all to you. Maybe there's something else, but I don't think so. I have looked it up for myself. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in a moment we are near the planet. I have forgotten something. Here on the side, here on that living area, what else, is here another room with another cryopod and another medical bay. And a little bit of window to the front hangar. Anyway, I'm gonna see you now in a moment we are near the planet. And also a little thing to say, if I'm gonna fly to the planet, I will decouple all the connections, because if you have something on the connection like the chip here, and I would fly to the planet, there would be only a bounce, and then the ship wouldn't be crashed in any way, and this was the main problem in my other ships that I had a crash. So there will be no cargo down there, no extra atmospheric thrusters, and no ships in the ship. Anyway, I'm gonna see you in a moment. The heat is now rising on the outside of the ship. Also now I'm not flying into my third perspective. I'm just gonna fly like that and not with my free camera. And now the ship is on fire because I have sometimes some lags, and this is why I'm gonna fly in this perspective. Anyway, I can't see a thing now. Losing free. I have only fire on the screen. There's something coming loose. Let's see. Sorry for the inside of the ship. And anyway, in any moment there will be the impact. Let's see. So now I'm rotating a little bit to the front, so we are not gonna have that much air resistant. In the front we are a little bit damaged, also here and there. Anyway, here should be now the impact, and it looks like we are hitting a cliffside, a small cliffside with the ship. Sorry for the inside view again. So here is now the impact. Ooh, we have an explosion on the back. Everywhere we have explosions. I think my bridge is now completely destroyed. And I can't see a thing, which is bad. What is going on? Seriously, holy moly. I need to fly out so I can see the whole destruction. We have lost the complete downside of the ship. Now it's rolling down a little bit here to the cliffside. This was not intended, but anyway, I'm gonna follow it, which is interesting. My main target was the desert, but now I'm here on some cliffs, and I think it's stopping or so, it's sliding down. Anyway, you can see the main damage here down, and now it's moving. Yeah. Anyway, let's follow it down. The bridge area is now damaged, but as you can see, the downside has now the most of the damage just completely ripped open from the massive explosion at the beginning. Great, some other explosions are now happening. I'm just gonna fly a little bit to the side. This is... Don't be worried about, I will make another mountain crash later on. This was not intended. Anyway, we can see it's trying to slide down, but it's gonna stop in any... I have no idea what is really going on. I can see some explosions, and now it's sliding down. We have here and there a little bit of a lag, so I'm gonna fly around it. So what is here going on? It should be down in a moment, or I will copy it and put it to the ground, but I will just let it slide down, so maybe it's gonna tip over or it's gonna stay anyway. Let's see. On the back, it's interesting, we have only one main thruster still working. The other one is out, and they on the left and right side are completely gone. Here is the main inside hangar, and it's still rolling down, and so I can't show you really what is happening inside of the ship. So we need to wait until it's completely rolling down. So it's now making one roll again. On the back we have seen one more explosion, and I really hope it's is coming to a rest now, because it's just really boring and slow rolling. Not really rolling, it's now staying. Yeah, so I'm just gonna see what the damage is now in the engine room. So this is now the hangar room, and this is now the engine room, I think, or I'm wrong. No, this is the engine room, just completely upside down. Let's see. I think one reactor is still in the ship. Yes, one reactor is still here on the left side. Let's fly through. Here's also some things are still around here. The sign, one cryopod, and the seat. The door is also still working, which is not really convenient, but anyway. To the front hangar, I think there's nothing left. It's just completely gone. On the side here, just again back at the hangar. Overall, it was a great impact. So I'm gonna fly now a little bit away so you can see the damage. And then I'm gonna throw it down the cliffside again. This was not an intended crash on the cliff here. Anyway, so I'm gonna see you now on the cliffside. I'm now on the cliffside on my mountain here. I'm just gonna spawn the ship. So, here in. Now it's loading. So, and it's falling, and yeah, there's no power at all. I turned everything off. So here we have now the first impact. Ooh, we have already some explosions happening on the back and also on the front. And it's slowly rolling down now the mountain. Looks like it, yes, and all the thrusters on the side are now gone. I mean, the four main thrusters to fly into the atmosphere, the back thrusters are still there. And I think I see some fuel tanks on the back on the thrusters. There will be more explosions. The front are losing more parts, and as you can see, the back has now some explosions. So, and now it's speeding up relatively fast, and wow, look at that spin of that ship. Incredible. And there are so many parts falling out, and it's relatively loud. Again, an explosion on the rear, and there are now so many parts falling out. And also one fuel tank is still attached on the back, or 3 of them, I can see them. What was that? Wow, this was just a nice reaction of the explosions. It's just so crazy looking. More explosions. I love the explosions now in the game. I'm just gonna turn now my lights on so we can see also the ship in the dark, in the shadow of the mountain. So, or what is left from the ship. I think the hangar is still somehow left in the ship. The front is gone, the rear's gone. Some more explosions are now happening. I'm interested how the outcome will be in a moment, because on the end here there is even more damage happening to that ship. Incredible. But anyway, it should stop in any moment. I mean, here's now a cliff, the end of the cliff, and now it's breaking even more apart. There's now nothing really left. As you can see, even now for that small part, we have still some explosions happening. Wow, great. So let's see what the damage is. I mean, as you can see, there are so many parts now laying here everywhere around. And here we have just the end, the left things of the ship. I think that most of the parts are from the hangar and also from the reactor room. One seat is still left. I mean, I think this is the overview of the front hangar, and this is here the screen for the main hangar. Great that I have noticed that. Anyway, as you can see, there's nothing really left, so I'm gonna end my video. So if you want to download the chip for yourself, you can do it. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Also for the speed mod and the re-entry mod. So leave a like if you want, subscribe to me, or leave a comment. That will help me, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Goodbye.